na mobile phone na otono ye tua ne ka fully wa bra nya me na me kotua
okay
it is ye tua ne ka wi a ono oni ni dwa ekoso now me de ka through you to honorable kokofu which is the bank it now no so why you adwuma wie afi abeka me ne honorable kokofu na edili it now no bank no na metua omo temi sika no because all the bank accounts akoma omo scanning nyina ya ne direct debit and standing order enti ho no e direct nya me kra na me kotua na ma default enti omo batete nkakra kopim se ye bewie na se ye wie sa kwan no so na hwe lawyer asema me kan ma me bi ye midwife me kan no kra che ne dia so nyina ne se na nka obetimi anya 1 bedroom house bi apartment na nka onya baabi ne mmade omudin ato eti ato omo wu ko omo anya bi
okay
obi ye teacher obi ye nurse obi ye taxi driver obi ye a carpenter obi ye mason the moment you build this credit record na ebeye papa wutimi esave sika hwe benefit bia ne any insurance obi a ewo a me pese ye go through se sia me no kase uko public sector edi enti na nipa atua bribe wo tua why because eniema ye kwa to no TV na me pese me to esese me nya sika na me de ko me pese me ko to fridge esese me nya sika na me de ko me pese me konya mobile phone esese me nya sika na me de ko enti se me sana tie dia esese me nya sika free baby because market ya edi tua me nso me anyway ana manya bi
how different and a credit system when from you had say high pitches say bia me mahoka bia me pese me to na mako ai Kessben ho so multi credit me ne mo save wa bosu mi bia makatua efa ha mo ye assessment a e bia se mo makatua megie no say 5 years ena mo se mo de bet sa car no sika ebia bosumi bia ne mo beti no embro half of ebia katua amode mame nti mo calculate sika amode be ma car no ona no any interest amode beto so a ebia within 5 years no na mo betimi atiti sika na emma me so me nkwa ahoye hia mpi at the same time no I will own the car, I will use the car in the joint names of ebia multi credit enemy and to say a bet sika na wie na fe Kessben and a multi creditor transfer at the abamidim. Ene ni awo kan difference be.
Difference e wo mu ni say multi credit na wo kana sem no da bia ba bi ogina na ogina. But if you build good credit reference auto ade bia utia it also reduce your risk in terms of interest payment.
Okay.
It e no the interest payment na nka first multi yine ma wo no. Na uchiya no standard no this time because of say we are very credible and trustworthy person no ya jiwudia to extend say ama wo kaya interest na nka bia uchiya gu car no so no afi now no ya jiwudi ama afi eba fom unchiya higher than the way a high risk person so we are high risk we interest kosoro and we are low risk we interest uchiya so eba fom but the benefit e wo mu pa ni bi and say and now me no ka say enkwala ewo ma we mu aye younger generation lawyer me sure say wo ma e ma wo mu dudu a etwa ewiase ne Ghana ho nyina asie ya ye mama ye wo amanoni yen ya wo ebinum awu bi sankwala ni nyina emrantie ne mmabawa sorry emrantie nse da ni omunya so what Ghana has here I'm being very honest mobile phone ti obi pe iPhone Pro obi pe this obi pe that onisika odibetonti they fall victims in the hands of many men obi obetimi atofon no na odi aiden adia dininya na oninti sabio obaye no one ne nam kwamboni bi so sa nipa kro no enye ne na koma mu dofo ebi kra openo no na nso so ahunye hianti na ne ho akodim na yesisi no se abaya no ye na dwuma na ampa okona dwuma na oba okon office no oba okodwam no oba na otimi nya sa credit ne build wi ampa enne ono abetimi ayeden akwaje ono an iPhone Pro otuatua no nkakra yewura baumia ade we ode aba no lawyer enne mesre ganafo ade anu na ama abrochirefo no de nti ayetimi mane sika bra fie adi bitimi beto asase adi bi besi dan ebeto dan ama se enua bi kra na eko school a yetimi ko tua bibi boa no ana so se eba bi na yare ana ye ofase bi maame bi ko anwo yehia mu a yetimi eba boa no eye saa pepepe na abrochie life no etie because ye mfise sika na ye nya ni nyina emfa nkonkoto eniema mfa mayen etie wura bawumia pese wo kire se akontuo na ye tuo na ye kwa ye ko brebebrebe no ene kranka Ghana kra ye njai na ye so yentimi nya the same status of standard na of living na abrochie for wo no na ye so yentimi nya bi emfa ma ye den ye ho etie ene lawyer oba tan bi odwem enya dan na opese oto keke asase keke mpo na opese oto asase ne ono aye ne nkakra so wo good credit reference to send ya kan aye wura kana when you go through the same processes we are uti dwem kra wo ton ade en titru kra wo de afa o mu ni se wo se dwem fo ma no omu yesusu saka ho omu timi etuatua sika mankofo na omu de atosusu a ni nyina wo timi de ba record no so because ye bisa wo income na eno ka ho bi it is all the proof
credit reference bureau
of course it is eno ba mu pe na bi kra ye hwe wo income no e wo he so me tosusu so wo lawyer ho eti ho no bosum wi ase na unya minya 2000 ho o se okay no so abeka wo income no eti ye hwe no de aye hwe ni nyina ne se obosum ya katua na unya no ye adekro na opesa woto no say ye fridge say ye mobile phone say ye TV ye hwe ye no okay ya check usika unya na bosum bia ye 1000 fridge na opesa woto no ne bo ye 200 bosum bia no de ye bete wo no eno no de ebeto no no and ye share was expenditure no so da bia wo spend e bia 700 e wo 1000 Ghana na wunya ayenimu and the kwa bonten eti da bia ye hu se wonya 3 consecutive months na previous one ye dey check no ye hu se wunya 300 e wo mu emfaso na ye dey aka ho no nsi hu ni nyina dey aka ho nyina no u TV na akoto en dey aba de omo no ka kire won se ubetua 200 Ghana cedis a month eti ye hu se ye ukoti 200 Ghana ni free mu e besa ka 100 Ghana eti ubetimi atua ampa ye dey amount
okay
ndako asem no
no case close of a K ena wanya adaje achechre sa credits systems credit score system any kwan be fa so a be sesa ye standard of living ewo Ghana o say o standard of living no ya na ankane no Abraham Maslow num time na say food clothing and shelter say no ndema pi every ma aye wenti no index and as a mix ye de kekaboma ye de determine o standard of living no say no bucket of enema no and as a basket of items no adoso but sadly we know ade ase na can betumi aboa na watimi say ukra ebia enka ska bia de koto TV nko a ebetumi spread am wanya enema be for 5
of course
so that there won't be too much stress on you so that enema betumi
lawyer mamen kasem tutu bi
last one na bisobri abana ye fa sese
lawyer eno kreni abato aye ba beto no this particular year way
December ya ka be 90
me personally
something days per
I believe say
93 days
as I say yeah sense of policy direction as I say Ghana my man so to me benefiting a free mu na wa hwa MPP for yanko na de bia ye bebia we speak and talk about and niema as I say ma Ghana for a harriwom. This is more than a social intervention, the best ever that can happen to Ghana. Okay. And I am pleading with Ghanaians that enye sabio and kokon kitenkete any prekon kitenkete any night club ye be no 24 hours.
Oh yeah, ko baby.
Enye no and yedim ebetima titire Ghana man mesre Ghana for say womuni yambra bawumia ni na niema na wonu mu a esese etimi babonti ampa no enne yen nyina yentie ofakene na yento aba no yemfre yenuanom yen mohu dawro yen ayaba mu abu ayefo say party no krampo ahete yen minister bi yefre no wamfa maba mu abu mesre wo mo lawyer oni die mu mesre wo fidie yi so wankasa nso so koye moa na ka kire mo se obia ma nya adwobre yemfa ye woni campaign mu na yemmoa na MPP and sustain sa agenda 111 no for long term
looting program
ebebaso
looting program
ebebaso on the 14th
okay
ana ye wie no so a nyame ya adoma ye last program so 28 of this month and no ni nyina me wo ho ye wie ya lawyer na msa no te ha na fe ba ne afi ya be
looting program no obe ho
ba bia ka kire me me ye me ayi ye friend say
looting program obe ho
me wo ho
no further comment
no further comment and looting baso den chama free from chiao oni woman organizer athlete any organizer Kobe any woman makani nyina the entire executive everybody in looting adwuma mo yemi wa nyina me de mani o ma for your platform no access so eti nyame kire o nyina
beda say ofake enwumbre chairman of the new patriotic party ewo United Kingdom and wate nenka enwumbre obekirekire credit score system no as our special guest Pabcho approach campaign managers approach take your seat now okay he is now acquitted and discharged on punch. He is acquitted and discharged to go and sin no more. Okay. So, Dr. Henry Kwabena Kukufu said the medical akano oha. Mr. Prince Obri Yeboah, a banking consultant and policy analyst, ewoha enyumbre. Yebeto to adwin ediafa the main policies and programs aba nansan leading to election 2024 na we say Ghana for the one and it was a guide as we prepare to go and then vote in December. Your test line no 0551 599 933. Just send me a text or a WhatsApp message. 0551 599 933 is our WhatsApp or our text line. Okay, messages Pina about Habad don't worry, I'll read the messages as we progress to the program. Okay, so Brad Prince.
Lawyer, thank you. Lawyer, thank you.
Thank you. Now, Bob to say. Okay. Cool. Always looking fresh.
Learning from money.
As a baby. Who's your female?
Papa.
Now, on Sadifa. Oh, Sadifa. Oh. Dog, oh, okay. Dog, memoir.
Coded message.
Dog, pacho memoir.
Lawyer. Lawyer, thank you.
I thank you.
Lawyer, thank you.
How far when you bring But I mean, there's a simple, just simple dressing way. There was the
I know. Yes, it's
I'm
my family.
What dressing? What's that dressing?
Evergreen refusing to.
My channel.
So that dressing, pa.
Banker. Odo ho kobodo.
Orabo.
Oye lawyer.
Etina or train my dream see so ah. My friend me send you fast.
Oye lawyer. Nti e come no dia.
Okay, so Arefone Etiefo Enyumbre said Moshe Punch Jumadi no. Our special guest is acquitted and discharged of a case. Obechre and Senum Ede Amaya. Now back to the studio with this new patriotic party, His Excellency the former His Excellency the Vice President, not the former, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is campaigning vigorously our Greater Accra region. The former President John Dramani Mahama is also vigorously campaigning our the Bono region. And some ben ena omo kachre Ghana for say yen fa sansem no nye susudua na yen toaba ema the party they represent, and the members of parliament who are also contesting on the tickets of their respective political parties. And you bring major policies and programs by and two major political parties say a bit me asesa Ghana for ya brabo ama Ghana so adiye from 2025 for the next 4 years and then counting. Eti enyumbre enona ye menshas ye emfree Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu doc boko there what runs over we as I church no are you still writing the exam?
Mame metie for ne ahwefo adwo ana
church no as
Papa Banka ejo bri me mo adwo Chairman UK mo adwo papa ye wa santime muso de na otumfo santime yura one nana no matra konya wonim se ne ohene kwaje award wo
Cape Coast
ya na ese kame ho
so udua na ADMC
ma metese na no kat oya de
ya ne so omo ye dinner special dinner nwumre
say ni ho kwa media mai onso de what is something ka caucus members mate something ka
okay
regional minister by maintaining ka
okay
mayor so maintaining ka
okay
nti
nana ya sebe
maintaining ka
okay
bo lawyer Ohene Gyan maintain on ka
oza
nti me bo record this
I know where to get you so
me bo record this na eseba nti ahwefo ne atiefo Ghana for New Patriotic Party ma enuanom a eyenwuma hodo wa santime mu ne Ghana memu mamu nyina adwo ye mane offer asefo a mugusu a musua homa na moko school na mamadwo won so a nsanu dwuma ene niema bi a eboa ewo nipa asetrem de friend skills development ne skills training no TVET no ne ade won esua nwuma ewo nwuma hodo mu magazine fitting, that's mechanics, auto mechanics, carpentry, masonry. Only ye dachi ni ye fapim. Nti umesiano koka ho ane chese eboa ye papa. Mo fancheme adofo ne na busiafo munim se me wa ye mu enzeka fitade. So enzeka mse tuntum. Nanso isan se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia flag bearer of New Patriotic Party, one Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, running mate. Omudi New Patriotic Party and even Kunima Baninti, some said Messas, yes, if it are. Nti meyi eyitumana go kakra. Ni shefita they signify the victory coming. Na nkunimdie so eba emakwa. Ti se di onyame chawade na ese otene wonsa na agye. Eno nti enwumre mbae a ebeka oho ene
Prince Obrieboa
na chairman so hai ni nyina ne Ghana fo akasa titru anuanu ma wa santemem se ye bia duru ho yesre se abatro no kakuma bi na jama abre ehu ye mobo na ne ewo biara no ye nto abamfama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na minim so bebusam die ntia
ye ba ho ba
do won so na chire wade
ye ba nti so bodu
ba na waje atum se we kame ho so brim ba kame ho ama ya ne Ghana fo akasa so munyi ntumai
so program yam point iguso so the test line or our WhatsApp line 0551 5999933 is our test and our WhatsApp line. Just send us a test or a WhatsApp message. Prince, we are policy analyst. And you there we need policies home pa. Okay. Inti yenhwe why is there Robert die no policy. Now yenhwe policies and programs are ye call election 2024 attractive from the manifesto titro of the NDC. I would say they are fundamentally nebet me aboa Ghana.
Lawyer, mama no was say na me nsanchia yetifo ene ahwefo nyina. The two leading political parties will be ad nanum nsem abetudwa amagana for yashasiye edi ho abobo. Na o share the two main political parties here NDC and MPP will be our headline message our dema ne you can say dema Ghana for sebeya umbeji atum. Mahama saying that resetting the country and Dr. Mahmoud Bawe say that bold solution. And Pempi minya kwenye mbuse ho se as a country challenge be na ye go through. See intimi identify the fundamental challenges na you go through na be den say on the face of the messages no mo de aba no obi te say me den meji atum.
Okay.
Now according to Ghana Statistical Service the biggest challenge or threat facing this country is youth unemployment. And we share the two manifestos now. We try hard so by addressing this particular subject matter. In 2 years NDC, they are talking about the 24-hour economy and said the Honorable AC form says here and a message or kaya it's about kokone ponchini nentwi nkitinkiti. Yeah, na method that mete minuamona say politically.
Okay.
But to be sincere with you, the context or the rationale behind that statement is about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
But that and politics we try to trivialize that statement. As a country with the biggest challenge you face unemployment and the current state of the economy, said 2022 budget didn't give us much room to create employment because in 2022 budget Anna Abana Shah say the debt exchange. And the effect of the debt exchange as a banking professional army, that's who was that. We share since that period now, our ability see a befendi in a way had been crippled because of sika necessary jemu de ma buying emanitimi den if freezing on. So o percent o solve unemployment rate here. The first approach has to do with youth kind of say entrepreneurship. May you sure say in the brains of Mahama, nessa no kind of sakwa, but it was something or try catch a gun and mabunu say, a mra so see in a besha see a dear and sababy. Na sha near the baby to menyesika, Edia started up a huge capital at the go. So you must start from somewhere. And we hear settlement now. The majority of us in team crase and ne enumere. In fact, Emra producer frame na me nam me drive all the way from Akotia.
Hey, Kafra,
my bedroom
Kafra.
Enti me nam typical villages, rural areas, me nsuo ne niema eko. So I am happy with the mindset or the tone of employment creation.
Okay.
Me did say if NDC is able to come out to make a better clarification, it will help. Now their main subject matter of the 24-hour economy. I've always been a lover of that policy because Mekase all over the world, you cut 24-hour economy, and yes, sector beyond a run 24-hour economy.
Okay.
Many opportunity, Aqua Britain, Mako Canada, Mako US, most of the advanced country, Menya Quine, Akobo, Shabuka Kraiden, Abba. Only specific sectors of the economy, Anna, Umubit Maye, in Titoda, Joviary, lawyer Mekase. Yeni ekwa yeni baby dan yekwa nkofo ekoso a omoma nkwa adwuma anadwoa yenya baby nyeden na intina no kra no ye run shift.
Okay.
Then ewo ho and make sure my Ghana, I believe that after the next election whoever emerges that policy omani nyina beji atum and meka me kwa aba now I'm dealing with opposition party and they say
now me person dealing with opposition because papa ya otiwe ono on can be more opposition.
Okay.
And then say wo wan ye adom no wan can be more opposition ha. Say na na ya wedu say honorable ya wedu say na was so bana when ya cold be terrible into the one bam anka bia mwa
originally I was built to be tomorrow morning na for channel panameba
I want to catch you say me nka bi mo
I won't risk
doctor
I won't risk because dress ya odi to ya
and me or blink papa senior enti say we the specific sector as they mentioned like habo I run 24 be run azumi say on your chance or be run 24-hour economy o man no ya yeti bonko so ache the Ghana habo 1 in 4 when I say 1 in 4 countries here ewe yesuru nyina Burkina Mali Niger by the grace of God and nyame pese oboa o my Ghana nti wa mo manyapo enti free enkra brem nyina no memi free offense line no ubehu anaka ne nenam ho a omo ba befa niema so se ye wo man a omu nipo a omu ye ha na omu beyi omu niema I am tempted to believe that yes e be running a 24-hour a very feasible and courageous decision because obi free Mali ba no ba beyi ni niema obekọ na bebo 5 port so ayden wapon ese so okoda hotel na ade chia with all these charges enti na nyame pese ye run that project ni krenti anu amfa poni bia nkoto Burkina fo no
eze ompe o masem
na so ompe o masem economics mu wa ma wo so comparative advantage bi o my Ghana nyeden eni bie enti se yeso ye pemo a edu stage bi a ese se ekuo mu ho eyeden ekofa but and these circumstances ne de no opese oboa enti if we have Mali Burkina Niger omu nyina ebefa omu niema afri o my Ghana ma I think madwene me say after the next election what we need to do because already the demand is there a true administrative procedures and abeda bonten say Ghana's habo patronage yeden ekofom because of high charges in Tiamobi alternative. So if we are able to reduce the charges small, am I very competitive as compared to your peers here? If it is so I believe that it is workable and it is feasible.
Okay.
Even though non kwanya there eba solve the unemployment situation we need to go beyond just that portion. The bit that Papana said that was so happy. Let's forget about the political position. He used common sense approach to explain that 24-hour economy. And lawyer, for the record, both parties, MPP and DC, my print will be at the end of the Jakade, Afente, Nina Eden, Edahono. And Walker Sano, he made a statement to be said, we are dressmaker and our rent store. Store na wa renting by the grace of God. Lawyer watari eshewi. Se wo de koma obi ene doctor die se won pamma wa. Doctor se nyama mo high influence na ye mu bi ye de kwa etimi di 3 months. Na nye den na nuru ye so. That same small building na wa renting no. You have several others so adwuma wi a omunya ba bi nye den empama de. So already the demand for your local dress aiden akosoro. So we can. And he explained, the air din womu ye atade pam ni twitwa. Once you're able to do that, you will be able to run that system 24-hour economy. For me, that common, I don't even see it as a policy, but it was a generous advice he was giving to the whole country.
Okay.
So when you look at it from that angle, I think that when it comes to employment, there is a conscious effort.
Okay.
I've heard about digitization. Also, lawyer Dr. Beko, but I also heard about 1,000 or something coding for the youth. Nina gears towards to meet the global demand of digital environment.
But I say, Yura Prince Obri, I'll come back to you now. You say other areas of interest. Now, Dr. Gofu, your area a chill says team actually no na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the manifesto, any MPP manifesto.
Yo, lawyer me das papa Prince Akwaba what bread
So.
me so
I'm sure. It's on.
hello
It's on. It's oh yeah. What done MC?
Prince Akwaba
Doc me just
what bread 24 hours economy whatever cat is one bread papa lawyer Prince can you be me person me correction kakra okay say resetting versus 24-hour economy.
no resetting up in bold solutions.
And bold solutions.
Yes.
Oh, okay. My correction, kakra. Upgrade versus resetting.
Okay.
Bold solutions versus 24-hour economy.
Okay.
So I'm here about mix, but I'm perceiving be a mess. Thank you. Yeti hey. Ubetimi akasa reset me telephone mame and now computer.
Sure.
Say bibia wosu bia ne de waye nyina reset a ni nyina beko yes sir but metimi de aba say upgrade mame nyame nchade me nya bosia bi ntima upgrade me die lawyer de ne ye still ada ho you know we no we die we dada
There.
me ma upgrade you
There.
ma upgrade nti ochina wa momodi upgrade e be ja reset no we are seeing me so
Unza beja to come. Me pass him bia.
Eti upgrade keke na honto ko wanim on say ubetua na mo be ko wanim abrabom bibibia ubesusu bibi nye ni nyina na be wie se ne ahope no eti drum pempenso bi a school kra yakoi mini manuanum bi o ha omu unim senya recently mo na mafo yanka lawyer kransa na be use odi people teacher no ne ade
Oh yeah, of course.
go through
Yes.
nti obi started diploma na o upgrade no ho no people teacher no upgrade no do na ko school wo Wesley College no more upgrade o mo they never reset themselves no man reset it because me twa be na me kura na me offer ehun mobo no de mabe kumase ano ay kakra na maku school na manya diploma degree yen resettlement sam fa me nkwa ma me nkotwa be no obeboa me ama ma toa me diploma no so bi ode mbekọ wesco na makusua na mabi ama be di teacher me di teacher ni mu ana me sua law kakra fe mani beba me so na me lawyer e che ma upgrade me ho at certain point that year you upgrade na mu ne away 20 years ago na me nti say 30 years ago na me nti say me fi abrochire Germany Hamburg eba Ghana 31 years any match ye twem 1993 me twa to also me the 20
moto ya ka kwantum ni we oni lumba ne na chapo moto ya ka kwantum
la abenya asem na quarter pon so eti me ye madwen se esese me upgrade me ho ewo niam ahodo bebre mu sukukom adwumayem abrabom politics because that time me di politics apranke ewo Hamburg afena na yati German branch Mr. Jamna Eboano ada Roma 1992 93 eba so enti wo upgrade wo ho pim no akọ wanim sana obia brabo obia ekonofa sana oman sosote sesia yati hoi pre-colonial era abrana abrofo edi yeso eniem sede ne ye eniem afa sede na epeja eniem ye yobi bibia afa titru mamefa ahensem kura enye ahensem sene anananom atrankonwa sinkonwa eye bibia ne ade obia beji atum se emu apija bedroom pempensuo bi a abefo hihye ne niam ahodo abewurawuram ebi amana ya akono ebi nsusu kra bi a amatumi ni bi abrase nom ne ade nti eye ubiye nkakrakra o upgrade o ho a na aba le o koma nkranso free hair koma nkranso atwemu akọ tepa mreda ne ne amakrom beti akokwan unimo esem de okoda ko do wutwemu ana akọ tepa uduru anyina su a ufa benkum free wa na udru mreda na afi odru amakrum na wokọ beti akokọ na papa ti ase na na yekọ no bia 2 days na unuri free kuma ase na yekọ because udru hwiba people na ubedi be na nsa ka team wo ho ne ateche ne ade no ekwan ti say ene ya upgrade ya from point I be doing 45 minutes na wadru nkran kuma ase kwan me no bia nya adwen da se as oman yenko yanim enya no kre baby ayati na mo ye fra ha Kessben 20-30 years ago na nya se net
of course
they be different nemo me no bia so ya adwen se nka ye betimi akoyanim a chense se bia ye niema bi ya that one I agree enunti ana eguso aye struggle na ye koyanim e wa amayosem ni amayen nunti na political parties any leaders emerge ni ye kire ye ni so ade hunu ni ye kire de betimi aye enti ye gitum se ba bia ye free ba no ya kwa kudum pempen so bi indeed wo kasa wo reset oman a akonachi a ye hunu bim pompon so pen e wo mem under the so called revolution AFRC ni PNDC revolutions adwempa na won a edi yes adwumade ni ense oman na pra tum pempenso bia ense ya upgrade oman no just say wo upgrade enye ye ntigi say ya reset no nti ense ya de men ka violence na ense ya de yaw ya de mra to nchen ya de bibia to ho na ya de ya adwene ne yakoma ne ya bibia ne ya de ye semsusu se papa yi ye kutani ya de bone a mra kwa bia bibia mata ho na ye hunu hu sunsuaso ya de ye mfumso bebrebe kopim se ye manom na ye ne wo mu kasa na wo mu form the majority of your population na wo mu hu akohia pii no from 19 to is it 30 years sa bracket no o ma nhunu bi omu anhunu bi omani anhunu se oman wo ho na aduru pempensu bi ne ye se oman no eniema ye nyina anyanti ye san sisemu akoyachi to the point say ye si ohiani ni sikani ba ye pe ye se chese eniema hodo bebre
okay 40 years
40 years
81
yes no obia wo experience bibia no o mompa ye se bi nsi bie wuda in fact wa kra na etu anamon ne ade no dodo na enya nuhu se dabi nya saa na nka esu ahwe no enti sa wo bibi koso na o ma wo ho na wo bie wa no na ase mere set o ma na aye asem huhu
enye contextual enye in the context say if fundamentals no weaker you cannot upgrade based on a weak fundamental but you have to go back and correct the fundamentals before you can upgrade. It is our context na all can.
I don't need dangerous no. Fundamentals say wo ye wasi fie toilet wo fie ye miensa. Obi ni toilet wo ni fie. Nti ese ye beje wo de no. Na ye twa wachiri ma na ye na ne ne oni bi ne ye pe. Wo tontoma wo dwom obi susu ni ntoma nti yesese ya beje wo ntoma ni nyina ne ye bɔ ne donkomi ne hiaw na ne ne ono no su ni bi no eye pe just fundamentals no sana omuhu but ye dum pempenso bia ye say me ma setena munye wo wa setena munye so tie mi ne ye or dwelling on unemployment for the youth enti unemployment for the youth no enye ye ni adwuma ma ye youth no nyasa enu ti no esese ye reset dey ye je wo adwuma na ye de koma ofoforo ana ye je ono no de na ye de koma obi dabi ese odi ne magu akwam enu ti wo upgrade won wo ho no a wo so wonya adwuma no fa no e free street no woni ne nkasa se obesuansa no dwuma magazine ne tailoring na fa ne ko na fa no ko no nkosua wo upgrade no wo pick wo de ni gina pempenso bi a wo pegya no nia obetumi asua homa na emom opensa no dwuma mu homa sua no ono ne de ne TVET CODVET at the say your friend say vocational training wo upgrade no eno ye bold solution
Okay.
Bold solution ni ba ko ne say fa breba ba ma na ba ya no a wo ya babunu na oni adwuma ya na wo be wie school no mpo na ba bi adwuma wo no adwuma bi ani ho ne ad fa no na tete no wo IT any sa digitalization and yamaniema yimu enti sa wo ka wudi si wani so say me a president a mefa 1 million of sa mabuno no na ma kire ni wo mu a bold decision.
Okay.
Bold decision and say wo say so tie me nua bi ma sa call port port operations sisia me no kase Google na gapoha omu run shift sisia minim nipa or night duty sisia me no kase wo se obi e waka kire and they are already running a koso Nemom tis okay. So percent traffic a dosun ho passengers no ne adeba na goods and services ba na business no koso ho na ebumu na afe obia ni ba no ho so say economy ayine kwa wo upgrade wo systems no na wo upgrade wo systems na e bi ni bold decision say taxes ni ade a amia aye sintidua na dollar asese uko union ma o crown niam ba asese de dollar ana ereti ma Dr. Bawu Baumia say me decision no you bold enough say dollar ne yemfa nya adwuma biem eye cedis afi tax ukotua ye be ni nyina apreko pe mo bia remfi say it was under NDC aban papa ya osi ensan to abama ne biewi ono aban ne ton port adwuma no ma adwumaku a friend MDS ana enti Ghana fo nimu a port adwumaku no a ekoso ne taxes ne ne ma ya gigie no enye Ghana aban botom na ebo tom private adwumaku a friend MDS yewura mahama ne ton de ma won no
aban ne ton ya na say
well ne penso na say aban ne see a friend say aban hospital it say rich hospital aban na upgrade ye rich hospital ya resetting no aban upgrade and no yewura mahama kan ne achievement ye number 1 nti say achievement there and on the ton port operations de ma MDS.
Okay.
Ana oje na nhihye enti wo koka kire MDS say 24 hours 8 hours bia on change staff na staff from ranade.
Okay.
Wo hia say adwuma no koso nipa de na niam aba bebrebe die na wo be ya na muntu be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say me matete taxes no so mema ye ni lomi na togo de no aye pepepe anampo ye de kra be kofo ma chen no enti obia o de ne niam akofa togo bia o mefa Ghana ha afa mu obia ma ne yam nhihye no wo abrochira ho se dollar and e kosoro mema na ye flat rate e bold decision quickly mami wo se me nka bi mo mami member
no
24 hour economy Mr. relax yeah ayi Prince
doc
e kan sembi why are there say na omobo abaso kakra o try no obre say 24 hour economy ni Prince hey papa na ode na ade bae ono ankasa kasai e won manifesto Ghana fo nyina ati wiase nyina ati o si discotheque o si night club
discotheque say
o si 24 hour economy ye discotheque na me kra tete wedo disco bi obi o si night club enti ye night clubs no na 24 hours shift na omu
na wo do ko 6 form no na ye mbo afternoon jam ana wan ko bi da
can send afternoon jam we the afternoon jam na ka morning jam there we are work night club tie wo the Ohene afternoon jam na the ka morning
he don't say we no mo bo afternoon jam
na ka morning jam na we are night club na so ko ka night club na de kofra anopa ne awie adwuma ye ne bibibia de bomu I mean we are kidding we are I don't know no what can say be why are there we see omumre biem not 24-hour economy no omu mechire mu yie enti why yourself o computers wo hwe no kwa wo nya convinced una wo try so the flesh kakra be ka ho amu but no so kura nya ye
Dr. Henry Kokofu M1 na obuano anyway. Okay. Me that's it. I'll come back to you. Prince, just relax. Mama me few minutes. May read a few messages and then I'll come na ya twa nkomo twetwe so. Wadam for PV dan to also chia pa. PV so chia na men kan kire say. Men kan kire say we upgrade in sem na wo keka na de ha adwen.
Wesley College.
Okay, so I it's a PV Jan to a Michelle in your Michelle. Or request will be attended to. Why? 1-on-1. I will say the two of you will sit as. When a prince say, well, then, oh, their friend, you cry, they prepare your move. No, you relax. Okay, so, just few messages, then I'll come back to the studio and then we will continue. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please kindly tap the Honorable Kokofu's shoulder for me. He's a bit far from me. He has done an excellent job by differentiating between MPP's upgrading and NDC's resetting. Nimako Dixon, Asante Agona sends us this message. So this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am Emmanuel from Wamfie. I've been following your program today, and it's so sad that we are living in a country where older people will take money from their respective political parties and then they will do what is wrong to the country. Okay, Emmanuel, no. Now this one is coming from so citizen Ima from Wenchi. Which of the yesterday or today? Okay, it says, good evening to you, sir. The cost of living crisis Ghanaians face continues to bite hard while we have the chairman of the economic management of Ghana going around asking Ghanaians for their mandate, saying, when I come, I will alleviate your suffering. My question is, where is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia today, and where is he coming from? Ghanaian electorates are discerning and will not fall for any empty rhetoric and shenanigans. Again, John Mahama and NDC as the party to take Ghana from the mess we find our economy today. Okay, so citizen K. Ima, when she sends us this and related messages, if time permits, we'll read them. Now, this was a good evening to you, lawyer. JDM is desperate for power, but he cannot get it because Ghanaians have seen his bad performance before. We, Dr. Bawumia, to rule Ghana. Jah Kingdom, Ashtown, sends us this message. This one says, lawyer, thank you. Please ask Prince for me. What is the meaning of race setting? NDC doesn't know what they are saying. Are they coming to reset Ghana again? Oh, no. Jack Obuase. Now, Jack, what is that question? Question, what they draw a conclusion. Okay. So this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Greetings to Dr. Kokofu. Please ask the man in quote. He is Prince Obiri Yeboah. For me, is it true that Tema Port was sold during John Mahama's era So now who caused them? The high charges or poor duties. Is it not John Mahama? Ghana, we have a long way to go. But God day we day, still MPP, it is possible. Okay. This one is Uraku from Achim Oda sending us this message. Okay, so this one is good evening to you, lawyer. I think the NDC manifesto has more plans and policies that will change the current economic woes. Lawyer, let's give the NDC the vote to build a better Ghana. DMB has nothing to offer Ghanaians again. Ghana needs to be reset. JDM is the right man for Ghana as of now. Thank you. Regards to your panelists, this one is coming from Prince Kwaku, Ahima Pig Farm, Accra. Thank you for your message. Suleiman from Tamale sends us this message. Says, good evening to you, lawyer. Do we have God-fearing leaders in this country, Ghana, at all? They should be prepared to account to God. Please, normally I don't want us to be emotional about it. We are discussing issues, so that part I will not read. The corruption is too much under Nanado's government. God save us under this regime. Okay, but rantings and cases don't expect me to read. Look at how MPs are struggling in Parliament today. We should release that voting for an independent candidate. Okay, I'm sure you want to say we should realize that voting for an independent candidate is a vote for NDC, period. Let's vote for DMB. From PS Michael Apia. Okay, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer, NPP, and Dr. Baumia, all the way, the man who is speaking to represent. The last time I listened to him, he said that without industries, there will be no 24 hours economy, and it should be aligned with one district, one factory. Bright Takwa sends Bright, I have put him in a very difficult situation today. I've given him an assignment to speak on behalf of the opposition. That is what he's doing graciously for me. Good evening to you, lawyer. The former president and his NDC party have nothing for the Ghanaian people. They should give us a break. Erica Weber for Dema Tano South sends us this message. And this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. God bless you for, okay. Okay. We urge all MPP supporters to engage in serious public evangelism campaign to win more souls for DMB in December 7 presidential elections. We can't afford to reset the gains made, but rather we have to upgrade the economy, especially in the areas of education, healthcare, road infrastructure. Combat Tepa sends us this message. This one says, the lawyer asks the MPP man, how does credit score more beneficial than 24 hours economy? Sometimes we must be truthful to ourselves. If we dive, okay, two policies, we all know that credit score is subset of 24-hour economy. So, okay, but chose Ghana card than choosing infrastructure, all because of policies, and it's a shame to his leadership qualities. Okay, your message appreciated. NPP and NDC have destroyed our water bodies with impunity. Dr. Baumia and Mahama have nothing good for us. Politicians are rich. Okay. This one is coming from Nana Apia Santasi. Okay. This one says, my question is, anything external short COVID, Ukraine, 6 months to 2025, In any case, if Baumia wins, how can he manage country without external shock? If he can manage, why not now? Because we don't have 2024 Ghanaian and 2025 Ghanaians. Ask Dr. Kukufu for me. Okay, so I'll ask you, Dr. Kukufu, at the right time. Okay, so give me 3 minutes. That will be 9:25, and I'm back to you. We'll continue from the studio. Good evening to you, Lord. Please tell Ofake that if UK, China, US economy is near recession, yet we borrow from them. So what is he saying? Ghana's economy is rated junk. We are booting Baumia out. Henry Anab, Asunafo North Constituency. This one is for Ofake. Now this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Please tell the man that this already happened here in Ghana. Come to Burma camp, pay office and see. Mobile phone, TV, everything. Okay, this one too is for Ofake. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. The MPP rep is clear and articulate on his submission, but we will win hands down. This one is coming from Ebenezer Kejaji in the Bono East region. I know Kejaji. Okay. Since our democracy started, we can't pinpoint one policy of NDC that's better the life of Ghanaians. They rubbish all MPP good policies and programs. Instead of NDC to beg Ghanaians, they rather want power to be given to them. NDC to do it better, like one-time premium, free SHS. Now NDC extending to all private schools, etc., etc. Okay. Okay, I've only 1 minute. Lawyer, please tell the MPP people to respond early to the plea of the bank customers who are waiting for their money because their numbers very significant to make a difference. Piece of advice. Okay. James Mensah, organizer, MPP, La Côte d'Ivoire branch says, doctor to doctor breaking the 8 for 2024 because of the good works for Ghanaian people. So far, so good. It is possible, he says. Okay, so time is up. I'm back to the studio, and straight away, Prince, Yanko, Mamima, 10 minutes. Okay, so let's look at any area that you want to handle. Yeah.
Opportunity, I do justice to the submission, but said the word the car clarify. You've put me in this tight condition, but because many opportunity. I see Ghana's economy. Even right from onset, I can defend the point.
Permit you. You are 1 minute to be accounted for. I thought I done justice to PV's message, but he wants me to an upgrade of the message. So let me read it to your hearing.
Yeah.
I don't think Dr. Kukufu understands what reset means. He has no idea about what this party is proposing. Upgrade. Is Dr. Kukufu aware that his government is now embarking on another debt restructuring with local banks and suppliers?
International banks.
Okay.
Let me do that clarification.
Okay. Does he understand what that means? Mm-hmm. Okay. So read my message in its entirety. So
lawyer,
that is the PV. I'm sure this satisfies your.
Lawyer,
Prince, yes, uncle.
The subject matter, whether reset or upgrade, Ghana needs both of them. And me pick it from an angle of Ghana's economy. Ghana, in your family, 1957, and the economy, a share or for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. after the overthrow of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah on the 24th February. 3 months after the overthrow, Ghana called IMF for our first IMF bailout. Why I subscribe to both reset and upgrade. On this, I subscribe to reset. The underlying factors, Ghana called IMF in 1966. 50 years down the line, the same factors, and they call the current IMF here woman. So as a student of economics, I don't see any upgrade. If any solution of upgrade, successive government after 50 years, and for the record, said ye for better CNT. And Niama yedi two Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah called IMF in 1966. I think 18th May, 3 months after the overthrow. Economic factors, Ghana for accusation of mismanagement of the nation's resources. You see the deteriorating economy, high interest rate, high exchange rate, empty reserve. Said the saying somewhere February. Na Ghana ye coffers na 2 weeks penny bit ma survive. High unemployment rate. Then the tag of corruption and economic hardship fall in the price of cocoa price in the 60s, etc. 60 years. The same factors in the coin. And Yama Makane Hay, and the John Mahama call IMF in 2015. And one day, you can saying, Nanado government, then Ako IMF. Now, said the tier for Betima Sinti. I'm going to read out factors here. Mahama de call IMF in 2015. Now factors here, Nanado de call IMF 2015. Now, Madika 1966. Now a tier for NJJ. In 2015, IMF gave 3 reasons Ghana at the call IMF. The first reason was that the prolonged doomso, which is an internal factor. The second reason was that there was a terminology here as the spillover of the slowdown in China. So I quickly gone into the archives. What is the meaning of that word, the spillover? According to IMF, I will be a call internet or person or follow discussion in Ibiano. Ubetmenya no publication on you can say 6 November 2012. They defined what the word spillover means. It simply means that whenever there's a slowdown in investment in China, it affects all their supply chain. And over here, and I'm saying Ghana, yes, we're depending on China. Now when we go through that crisis, it also affected Bahama under that regime. So I've explained that. The external factor, within the same period, there was element of Ebola and all other swine flu, which are external factors. The current IMF, again, according to IMF, there are 3 cardinal reasons Ghana call IMF. And the government authorities or government officials have always mentioned 2. The other one, Omuko, I think page 5 of the IMF document, nobody has ever mentioned it. The reason number 1 was that COVID-19. Number 2 was Russia-Ukraine. But the underlying word, pre-existing conditions. The pre-existing condition, hardly would anybody hear somebody talking about it. Now, what are the pre-existing conditions? I've mentioned what took Osajifo after the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah. The same pre-existing conditions now, many years ago, and then after 50 years, so the point is that over the period, we have been consistent with the same level of mismanagement of the economy. Because whenever there's a small global shock, it affects Ghana and all the IMF. Unfortunately, when we went to the last IMF, I took my time tableti obia there, even finance minister kwa no oho, a reason say there koye, and it has been very consistent. And so under such economy, we do not need an upgrade. Currently, this evening, the Minister of Finance has announced that Omaino is going back to the international market, international banks. Said the area PV. And yet domestic banks. But after reading the article, it's about international banks. Discussion. And when you study about the debt exchange, for a country to embark on debt exchange, now economy has been mismanaged to the highest level globally. And also, I can talk of Greece, I can talk of Jamaica. Argentina did many years ago, but at least the last 20 years, these countries, Greece and Jamaica, 2010, and also was after the 2007 global economic crunch. So the point I want to make is that under the pre-existing conditions, now IMF, I'm finding it difficult to see what we are going to upgrade under this same scenario. We need to sit back as a country and rechange everything that we do. Then a factor that we must also do a reset. And I love Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ni manifesto. Lawyer, and I talked so much about it. When the point number 1, growth mindset. As a Ghanaians, adia ekunye paye ye behavior. The same issue any a buying ye the resources eshe yensa near mismanaging no. Is it the upgrade from where I sit? When the vice president stated that he's going to inculcate into our curriculum the growth mindset and the behavioral change. That one alone is evident that some session or some part of your development, we don't need an upgrade. We need a reset completely, because Ghana, we have virtually everything. In the year 2007, when Yera Kufo discover oil Emma or my Ghana, na me wo me early 20s in Imobi. No, na me wo medeo. And I read an article where a Nigerian was cautioning Ghana. A Nigerian was cautioning Ghana because you discover oil. No, Ghana nyina bo say oh baby I doing it there. That is the end of the road. Young kwa hu chire mu biem. 20 years after the oil discovery, according to Ghana Statistical Service once again, this year or the last 2 years, already there were 6 million Ghanaians who are into the deep poverty line. 800,000 additional Ghanaians. What is it? This simply means that the level of resources unless we do a reset of the mind, because the difference between Ghana and Dubai is that they have leadership, but who read and answer who follow the economic trajectory, almost we fail in every aspect of the economic management. So on the basis of that, I am tempted to agree that some portion of our economy needs reset, but not complete reset.
Okay.
Others also needs an upgrade. So when the former president says that you need a reset here, from where I sit, even based on the economy alone, I am tempted to agree with him.
Okay.
Again, lawyer Maming do clarification back.
Okay.
When a caller, an answer contributor made the statement to the effect that we are already running 24-hour economy. It is true. Say a running 24-hour economy or my Ghana. Some section of our economy area. But I want to place it on record. Bibi bia ye dia bo ma we ma abaye policy o ma mu ni nyina age atum no. Before say the policy direction e beba no. Na ade ne rane dada.
Okay.
Typical example was that as a researcher, I came across that Ghana was experimenting health insurance way back in the year 2007. So, a upgrade ana aba bedu the current level ye den ye wo mu enti ansa na economy ni ye ba be ka bibi e be
2007 because I started 2003.
Sorry, 1997.
Okay.
And I have obi card there. 1999 the contribution I made me you ha at the ending at the chases here. So that thing was also
already there.
Part of the society ni be then experimented.
Okay.
Free SHS. Osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah in his wisdom introduced free SHS to our brothers in the northern part of the country. Mahama, whether we like it or not, ewo adeso me area na free ban and say no. Also launched it partially progressive free SHS, but the current free SHS the credit MOBA ewo my ganem yura nanado danko kufado. So the point is that whether we are practicing 24-hour economy or not, whoever is able to come out with a clear policy direction, the credit in the man. So we cannot discount it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince Obiri Yabua, who is a banking consultant and also policy analyst in Yumbre, justifying why we need to reset Ghana because you cannot purport to upgrade when the fundamentals are weak. Doc, Gogofu.
Yes, nipa mienu bi bisa questions.
O Mike no so mami o.
Because the citizen Ima. Ose Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye vice president. Na ose oba. Ima utie mi a tie mi ye. Na wo memu ana Yura Mahama oye injury time president, acting president. We na no osa kujinai biu Ameto no so abama na president all per second term crab you no or say monsan mutuma me ba be yesi what the president boy na munti adenase what the president odi president no or say me Ghana for mabunu na monse me mama adwuma me mama adwuma me magician na makriti adwuma ose musi eho kira basika nu boto me magician na me disika be gugu bia boto that I know your president na ono ankasa ode ne manifesto aba ewo ni dinimu ono ankasa budget akọ parliament afi biara me na me wo parliament at that time afi biara ode ne budget ba o kire de obetimi aye ewo ni dinimu. The difference is here. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is vice president. On far budget in core parliament that. The first time Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I prepare manifesto in his name. No na obetimi dia ye adwuma na waka ho asem na obetimi abɔ no sobo na abɔ na baso ewo ne manifesto adwuma ene de ode abeto ye nimi enti Yura Mahama after so acting president now 2016 yeto abama no man be president. Sorry, 2012, yeto Obama no be president. Now, all per second term, 2016. Now, still, I don't know or say, me a president, the announce Monsanto Obama, me na me ba, me san be wa, me be yesiya. Now, what is so wrong with the vice president, on your manifesto, da, on me Ghana for 2 me, da, on vice president, on for budget in core parliament, da, now, or say, Mama me kwine na se mitimi beye president. The obaby of free ban say onye on farm manifesto mada. Enti oba tia jina brebi mu a obetimi prepare on one manifesto. No dey abeche Ghana for the social contract. Anohoba ene ahotoso a opese Ghana for enya. Or say ye man kwine na omra ba mu na onu ntimi prepare budget statement. When he deem no fanco parliament for approval non fanya adwuma. I don't know, that is settled. Now, yakasi yaji we hu achinya ye begia de kwa IMF de ye we but me de say prince can or can boldly COVID-19 or can boldly Russian Ukraine war. We say ba no eno de obi amoso.
Yes.
Pre-existing
conditions.
Yes. Pre-existing conditions, was occasioned by dislocation from the external shocks, If you say it's on record, say until 2019, the economy was growing 7 point something %.
Sure. I'll give it to you.
Yes. As at 2019, the economy was growing. As at 2019, the exchange rate was faring very well. As at 2019, the friends say almost all the fundamentals now a year. Nanya sabre no na yetimi etete taxes so e wo man. Na sabre no na we are seeing say fastest growing economy. And I agree. Said there were underlying factors, but the underlying factors were occasioned by the external shocks. You can't was it, but no, you try. But you see, and say in all this, now you are buying Ogusua or ya kwano. You are buying Ogusua workers, ye tia wonka, won't that, say worker be Ghana, worker be ya ketua yentia. Ya wabanya ohutire no hawo nyina mu na chi no ya tete mabunu e wo ti vet ne cod vet mu ohaw ne amane hunu nyina chi no ya schools ya upgrade no ya friends say basic schools Dr. Duchum ne education ministry ya kire wa ya upgrade no ohutire nyina mu na chi no ya ntida say adwumayefo bia ya adwuma na yeso makatua yentua but ultimately ka the same under Yura Mahama pencil ahokyere ne ba ya to the point say o say koda school allowances training teachers ni training nurses yentimi ntua nti ampa yentua na yetwam o say a teacher for amachira de for more than 3 years me abai metua mo ka 3 months pe if you say yenisika nyina a very very important one. In his term as president, he had free hand. He controlled the legislature, the political party. And he very, very key. Because NDC4, after 20, now Omu say you will hang parliament. Omu make one big promise. Now Omu deny the promise. Oh, you know him promise. Omu si omu be mo mani mu aye dine papa. Omu mama mu na aye dinama yewura Akufuado. No no abetu ni na America obejai omana to no adwane afiri oman mu akọ. They say so. They said so. E wo man mu. They promised Ghanaians say omu be make sure say omamu no be ye dine. Na be mo oman mu aye din. Now koye we ekobopo because you hang parliament and truly obiya hunu senate it is a government program to cry government business na eko parliament na ya de beboa amanfo asetenam ne ho ben han ya e san say omu won numbers ninti omu di bogu Mahama never faced that Mahama wa hunu bi do hunu we bibia nim de na nka beba but here you are President Akufuado. And now you body trisu nyina no on ye oni power parliament abronti eni tuminti omu ye niema egu Ghana na ema Ghana kofom I heard the speaker of parliament saying say aban kra onye skentua wekeska. When was that? I think early January. Aban onye skentua wekeska. So that was the prayer. The prayer and say manu munya dene na Akufuado onya konwa no to mu nwa
no dey members of parliament. Was it not just admonition and all the members of parliament? Also say a prayer asem now before I speak asem.
Speaker can.
So it was just cautioning and all.
I say aban tumintia.
It was cautioning say one to monde ma ye na
na mayokuo no NDC aka say ombema omanu mu aye dene. Amamu no be dinama president ni aban.
That's all not as a neutral arbiter as a speaker.
Yo, neutral but all no me committee. Na omu di nkomo. Enti aye pa omu boy. No mu body tia Ghana. Na ye won say Akufuado no manya no. Nanso ekowi ase na ye Ghana na animonyam kanyame. Se onyame a otimi ade nyina aye. Epo bone a omu boy nsusuanso a na ko omu pese bo man so onyame adaroma ya go through abeduru ne. Ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sitting back na wo mu no hunu se ne niam asitie ose momfa tumi ne mame na mo de mame a me aniema eye papa ya beduru ne na ye wura Akufuado aban aye me metoaso na mama na akodanim ni aye nyina susu se amoa no ye betwe ho afiri ho ne ayade foforo. Now you are talking about a friend is a free SHS SSC etoaso Assembly and one wiki na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia board Dr. Matupoku Prempe Dean say Kim say or no ne running mate no wiki na ne Ramahama Koka say free HS ya the papa no oba obeto aso nature say completely or ya campaign manapo if so be him say napona or mapanidi dwumadi ni share nsa na se nyanye sa be ma no wa kokoduro na wotintimie no gidia president Akufo-Addo nya wonumu ekọ numu a anka free HS ka yijae atenie nsem keka eniema hudo bebre wo mem moye more than 47 advertisement e wo krom ha mudi gu free HS animase mudi se no yewura mahama se ogina simpie so o se amama hudo bi kura ye anyeye afeli nti free SS enya de a ebetinya yeye free crowd wo sika 2 billion kra on fan konkoshim na yebo nipa ni dini na ta wiki na ana wo shireshira free SHS so na so nyame niam otimi ye ni bi no now we are talking about akwan obia kwan eni ade na yewura di se wa ma obaya me ni mienu nyina de ke free bantama kam ka kire ne se ka me chia bantama chairman onu abo asenso boachi minister of roads ankama ka kire se onu abo adi se chia MP sie nyina ne MP a na mabuza ne se ni fie kwan na anim ho na fe de ayede onu ti abrepo Johnson na memete north interest
okay
enti yehunu akwan kumase a yehunu now aban say sani aye centralize akwan ye na we jabeni be free here be kwa enti district biara municipal biara metropolitan biara ye mamo set of equipments tools na mo biara mfanya ne de biara mfan krakra na mo ankasa mo onu a major step towards decentralization in the local governance system road network road building now
2 minutes
sadi way a complete game changer. Your boss see a bear side, make Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kano baby. And this was moya day, musica, munica preba multimedia. I fed the idea the baby ya omo and none of your zero mama or so Apache was ready or Kajera Bawumia say on country MPP pieces, Mobia and post and tire machines. Oh, some penny. So Opayora Mahmoud Bawumia chel se oyeden se on country MPP parliamentary candidates mo bia fantastic and tare adia ye dia bad district ho machines ye de be ya kwan ho really anyway what adia bubu on kura kopim say this is bold decision ya teki ya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne penina trase na aban no ede aba ebeboa na saa decisions we ade a ebe me yakoye nim anti nyame mo na be adwuma nyama ya no employment creation
okay
no aka last one
yeah.
agenda 111 hospitals for districts here and there and this if was say na mo confess ka we no see hospitals preko 101 na district bia na ye won say we see abem na aban adwuma kuoti se Bank of Ghana o sika e wo bibia o ye adwuma na o si hospital sinkran na University of Ghana e ko bobosia e wo wondin na aban awo ho oboa manisi hospital na o share hospital ase na o sikwa na ye on se no ano no wawie Ghana e ye on se Ghana no an nkran ho kakra no ayi sa Who president Akufo-Addo I said Ghana nyankran kwa Ghana nye kumase kwa Ghana ya fana nyinara all district be a wo membia ehia state of the art hospital see wo sika see eni see kwa IMF see kwa hene me mehwe se yaye mo se chese munti bi da na no oba be kanfo se ya de papa na oba beto aso oba hina beto ade so
okay
wo go de wo ba no no wontimi nhwe no enti no mani nkoduru pempenso na wo a wo ni gidie wonu mu na wo mpese ke ebe wo no kra no ye mfa ne mehye wo nsa mesremo anuanom Ghanafo titu minianom asanteme the election belongs to us 2024 election eye menem ye election Mumma yentu abanuma New Patriotic Party yenfa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia meye president na yɛnhwɛ adwuma a obetumi ayɛ ɛno na bɛma yɛ kwan ama yɛ aka sɛ President Rawlings bedi adeɛ mom yɛnhwɛ de otumi yɛyɛ J. Kufuor His Excellency bedi adeɛ yɛnhwɛ de otumi yɛyɛ Professor Mills ebedi president yɛnhwɛ de otumi yɛyɛ Mr. Dramani Mahama ebedi president yɛnhwɛ de otumi yɛyɛ na Nadu Dankwa Akufo-Addo abedi president den na otumi yɛyɛ na afei Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nso bedi president deɛ na wɔtumi ayɛ.
Okay, thank you very much. Obeti, sorry.
Lawyer say ayi na no kami TV na wo a wo begigi collection nko enti.
Your collection will be safe. I mean, you know,
necessary be safe. Me guys have it.
Collection be safe.
Beti asora collection e bada mi arab de beto ho dia. E ba be yo de law beto so ho. The law beto to ho ba be yes.
Okay, so good evening to you, lawyer. I like your outfits. Okay, thank you very much. Lawyer, I think the 1992 Constitution is too old. Even some Bible verses have been changed since 1992. Lawyer, the rate at which Galamsey is going on in Achuma Ponwa district is too alarming. Lawyer, can these politicians look straight into our eyes and say they are not aware, including opposition and DC executives in the district? I think, okay. So this is coming from KB Mpasatia. KB's message. Now, this one says, MPP still campaigning for what? To continue to spoil this country. Sam Robert Takwa sends us this message. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I'm saying Mans from Jache Bosomche. Ghanaians should know that JDM doesn't have any policy that can take this country to the promised land. With the exception of MPP, let's all come out on December 7 and vote for Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Former President Mahama and his NDC go round telling Ghanaians to sankofa. We should sankofa what? Corruption, doomsor, and hardship they imposed on us during their 8 years in government. Atasifa Dumase sends us this message. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. NPP has failed Ghanaians. But to be frank, Mahama and NDC are not the option. Tony Adai, Pokudiasi News Sites. Kumasi sends us this message. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I, Obed Kwao, from Western North, Bibiani. Lawyer, tell the MPP that when the fundamentals are weak, nothing can be upgraded. The only thing we can do is to reset, but not upgrade. Okay. We are heading towards victory, NDC all the way, he says. Lawyer, I am trader driver since 2000. Habos did 24 hours. Okay. Now back to the studio. We have 5 minutes to end the show. Enyumbre Motie, Dr. Henry Kwabena Kofu, Esquire, aka Bantama Shatawale, aka Chairman Kofu, and all the other names. You are what a Prince Obiri Yaboa, who is a banking consultant, who is also a policy analyst. Before the two of them, there was John the Baptist. John the Baptist of Ake, who came to clear the way with his credit rating system that will also help Ghana. Now, give them, the gentleman, 2 minutes, and then we can run away from here. 2 minutes. A Prince.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes. Let's end the show. Let's hit.
So, said the Odi Kaka introduction.
Is the mic on?
Yes, it's
okay.
on.
Okay.
Barely 92, 93 days. Nagana, My message is a message of peace. Say, why do you say, Oma we munya, Kondekoya stranded woman, and I be say, system near den, but the minya opportunity, Konanam Honomono, 3 days pa me buy, me who say, baby, we are see a de che krumha. And fahon any de at this moment, in who say, oh my Ghana, and ye some no. The two political parties will be at the message ebeba just to entice you, the voter. It is up to you. So we make your objective analysis of semna umodeye than airbanon. Na tam no swan wakwa toaba. And sema kosu nyina tension be a person sorry nyina we should know say system no Ghana eye on my pa what tinamuna ye ho ye wadwuma ye devoid of politics say we need politics here you can still live a good life.
Okay,
say me hwe ye mu bi baby ye free bar baby ye go school that time better be time me go school me anka lawyer me be doctor me we school not the whole school population year 68 tetem secondary school the whole school 68 lawyer the whole school 68
okay
from 1 to come at the year chance of year 12 by ne metimia fama ma enkrofo PhD na almost done deal na ne metiha ma ye adwuma me fa me ho kwan share politics mu da
that's
say me kwa bibi wo ho a I want to tell you the listener out there say emfa ho ne what the NDC MPP will do. When you are focused, you can make a living for yourself.
Thank you very much. That's a profound statement. Doc, your mic is on.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yes, Prince, you've made my night. When mabunu nakasa, yeah. Na kakram de beka hone se yeni o mabia kan Ghana ho. Sure. Ye onyame edodom ye ni. Sometimes mejitum we can defo do baby na o ka se nki betimi aye achen sei. We can do better. Mfa ho ne kakra yetimi aye. Na nia yaye bia nso a enkoyie na enye no. Esese yenya ahunu na yenya hobrase na yejitum na ye move on. Me dom New Patriotic Party. Me wojidie wo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumiamu say oye the next president obitimi aboa amaoma na konanim. Mesrew wa wutie me na wo hwe me. Enhwa akoma utim popo wabamabu a ebekenya se wabasemu ahodwa a ebekenya se mpo wani afiri ho so na se utonko a baby okra si esam wanim wani ba ho so. This is Ghana. We are talking about our future. We're talking about the youth. Youth in the only say young associate youth for no.
No further comment. On that note, we thank you very much, the Associate Youth Chairman, Dr. Henry Kwabena Kokofu Esquire. Thank you very much, Prince Obiri Yaboa, a banking consultant and policy analyst. Thank you so much, Ofake. Thank you so much, the producers of this great show. Without you, there will be no punch. So much grateful for everything that you do for the program. Mo share mo amutie enye mo a ye metra ha emeson ye da mo asese mo ne ya tra besisa abre nyankopon ya adoma na wo twese na besia besom ewo punch dwumadie so ewo Kessben meeting ade Ohene Gyan. Lawyer, thank you and I say thank you. Bye bye.